Have you ever slipped into a skirt, looked in the mirror and felt off? Like something about it was working against you instead of for you? Today on Chic Senior Styles, we are pulling back the curtain on 7 skirt styles that could be quietly adding years to your appearance, throwing off your proportions, and dimming the radiant presence you absolutely deserve to own. And here is the part that might surprise you. Some of these skirts are incredibly popular. Some of them are even marketed as flattering for mature women. But by the time we are done today, you will know exactly which ones to leave behind, and more importantly, which styles will make you look taller, more polished, and breathtakingly elegant. Every single day. Stay with me until the very end because the number 1 skirt on this list is the sneakiest of them all, and it is probably hanging in your closet right now. Let us get into it. Skirt number 7. Large floral prints on light backgrounds. Now before you come for me in the comments, hear me out. I am not saying florals are off limits. Not at all. But there is a world of difference between a floral print that elevates you and one that swallows you whole. Large, oversized flowers scattered across a pale or white background create what stylists call visual noise. And that noise does something very unflattering. Breaks up your figure. It makes your legs read shorter. Your hips appear wider. And that sense of effortless polish that a confident, stylish woman naturally carries? Gone. Just like that. I have seen it happen to the most beautiful, elegant women. They walk in wearing a gorgeous blouse, great shoes, lovely hair. And then, a skirt that looks like it was cut straight from a picnic blanket. The entire look shifts in seconds. Here's what to do instead. If you love florals, and many of us do, choose smaller prints on dark or jewel-toned backgrounds. Deep navy, rich burgundy, forest green. These backgrounds create visual harmony, slim the silhouette, and keep that air of mystery and sophistication fully intact. Pair them with flowy fabrics like silk or lightweight crepe. Never anything stiff or clingy. The goal is for you to be the statement, not the print. Skirt number 6. Bubble skirts and puffed hemlines. Let me be honest with you, and this is the kind of honest that your best girlfriend would give you, not the polite kind. The bubble skirt adds volume in exactly the places most of us are trying to streamline. It widens the hips, shortens the torso, and creates a silhouette that fights against you rather than flowing with you. Now some of you might be thinking, but I saw it on the runway. And yes, trends cycle back. But there is always a difference between what looks exciting on a fashion runway and what looks stunning on a real woman living her most elegant life. Visual luxury lives in clean lines and controlled silhouettes. A soft A-line skirt or a gently structured pencil style will always give you more flattering results, with fabrics that move with you instead of creating shapes around you. If you are enjoying these tips, do me a favor right now. Hit that subscribe button below. Because here at Chic Senior Styles, this is what we do. Real style advice for real women at the most powerful chapter of their lives. Skirt number 5. The shapeless midi. This one is tricky because it seems harmless. It is not too short, not too long, not fitted, not flowy. It is just there. And that is exactly the problem. A skirt with no intentional shape, no defined waist, no movement, no structure, sends a visual message of invisibility. And queen, you did not get dressed today to be invisible. You got dressed to feel alive, polished, and fully present. The shapeless midi tends to hit at the widest part of the calf, which visually shortens the leg and adds heaviness even when the fabric itself is light. And if the material is thick or stiff cotton, that is the final nail in the coffin for elegance. The fix is actually simple. Look for midi skirts with soft pleats or an A-line silhouette. Add a structured blouse or a thin belt to bring your waist back into the picture. Pair with heels or pointed toe booties to visually lengthen the leg. These small adjustments completely transform the look. A shapeless skirt can be comfortable, absolutely. But comfort and elegance are not opposites. You just have to know how to bring them together. Tell me something in the comments. Do you tend to dress more for comfort or more for style? Because I personally believe you should never have to choose between the two. Skirt number 4. Too short without intention. Now I want to be very clear here. This is not about banning mini skirts after a certain age. Anyone who tells you there is a hard age cutoff for showing your legs has absolutely no idea what they are talking about. Style has no expiration date. But here is what does matter. Proportion. Intention. Balance. When a skirt is very short without being anchored by the rest of the outfit, the look can tip from polished to unbalanced. Our bodies change over time, and that is not something to be ashamed of or hidden. It just means we need a slightly different visual language to dress in a way that feels powerful and cohesive. Short skirts can absolutely be part of your wardrobe, but pair them thoughtfully. If you are showing leg, balance it with a higher neckline, long sleeves, or a structured jacket. Choose rich, quality fabrics over lightweight, fluttery materials that can feel too casual. And find the length that genuinely flatters your specific legs, not whatever the trend says this season. Because here is the truth. An elegant woman at any age does not reveal everything. She curates what she shows. And that curation is what makes people stop and stare. We are halfway through, and the next 3 skirts are the ones that can truly make or break your silhouette. Stay with me. Skirt number 3. The overly tight pencil skirt. The pencil skirt has a long, glamorous history, and for good reason. When it fits properly, it is one of the most sophisticated, elongating silhouettes in existence. But there is a critical difference between a pencil skirt that hugs and a pencil skirt that suffocates. When the cut is too tight, every step becomes a negotiation. The skirt rides up. Your walk shortens. The fabric pulls across the hips in ways that create tension, not elegance. And tension, no matter how expensive the fabric, never reads as stylish. Here is a simple tip that changes everything. Look for a pencil skirt with a small slit at the back. This one detail softens your stride, visually elongates the leg, and eliminates that restricted walk entirely. Pair it with a slightly loose blouse tucked in gently at the waist, or a double-breasted blazer that adds structure and balance to the upper body. And please choose your fabric wisely. Structured linen, cool wool, or a quality crepe will give you that polished drape without clinging in the wrong places. Your body deserves clothes that fit it beautifully, not clothes you have to squeeze yourself into. Because when your body feels at ease, everything else, your posture, your confidence, your entire energy looks more beautiful too. Skirt number 2. Long, heavy skirts with no structure or flow. The long skirt is often seen as the safe, sophisticated choice. And it absolutely can be. But when the fabric is thick, stiff, or weighty without any natural drape, the result is the opposite of what you are going for. Think of those ankle-length skirts in heavy cotton or stiff taffeta that fall straight down like a curtain. They might sound distinguished in theory, but in practice they rob you of movement, height, and presence. And a garment that steals your movement also steals your presence. Never forget that. Here is the rule. A long skirt should float, not drag. Reach for fabrics with natural drape. Satin, viscose, lightweight linen, soft jersey. These materials move with you and create that fluid, graceful silhouette that is genuinely timeless. And pay attention to length. A hem that reveals just a hint of the ankle or the tip of your shoe creates a visual lift that shortens the leg far less than a skirt that grazes the floor. Balance the length with your top half too. A structured shirt, a fitted fine knit sweater, or a blazer with a defined shoulder all create contrast that keeps the overall look intentional and refined. Elegance lives in lightness, not in layers of unnecessary weight. And now the moment you have been waiting for. The skirt that tops this list is not the shortest, not the tightest, and not the loudest. It is actually the most deceptive. Skirt number 1. Outdated details with no modern coherence. This is the trap that catches even the most stylish women, because it is not always immediately obvious. We are talking about skirts loaded with large gold buttons that feel dated, stiff lace trim, old-fashioned ruffles, or embroidery that carries the energy of a different decade entirely. These details do not honor who you are today. They anchor you to a past version of yourself and visually communicate that your style stopped evolving at some point in the past. And queen, your style should grow with you. It should reflect the woman you are right now. Confident, wise, beautifully complex, fully alive. The antidote is actually very simple. Choose clean silhouettes in quality fabrics. Midi lengths in smooth satin, soft linen, or lightweight wool. A-line or pencil cuts that work with your figure. Neutral or jewel tones like camel, ivory, deep burgundy, or rich petroleum blue. And if you want a detail, make it a modern one. A subtle slit. A well-placed pleat. A minimalist belt that brings in the waist. Your clothes should look like they belong to the woman you are in this decade, not the woman you were in a previous one. Because when your wardrobe reflects the incredible, evolved woman standing in front of that mirror, everything around you shifts. how you carry yourself, how others see you, how you feel walking into any room. That is not just fashion. That is power. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, I want you to do something right now. Drop the word chic and confident in the comments below, because that tells me you are serious about your style, and it helps more women just like you find this community. And speaking of community, if this is your first time here at Chic Senior Styles, welcome. Hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon so you never miss a video. Because every week we talk about the real stuff. How to dress for the body and the life you actually have. How to look polished without trying too hard. And how to own every single room you walk into. Because you have earned that. Every year of it. I will see you in the next one.